G'day, my name's Tim. I'm one of the Men's Health Down Under pharmacists. I'm going to show you through one of our vacuum erection devices. It's a medical grade device, battery operated. It's known as the post-T-vac vacuum erection device, otherwise known as the Andro vacuum device. It's commonly used for penile rehabilitation post-radical prostatectomy, otherwise used for erectile dysfunction with and without venous leakage, as well as premature ejaculation. It's really good as a non-drug measure for these issues. So I'll show you exactly how it works, give you a couple of troubleshooting ideas. If you need to be in contact, please do. The phone number is 1300 00 MHDU. Our email address is admin@menshealthdownunder.com.au, and our website, which has lots of good handy hints on there, menshealthdownunder.com.au. Alright, so let's go through the pieces. This bit here is the pump head. It's a battery operated device, so it just runs on a couple of AA batteries. They just slot in the back there. You've got the cylinder. You've got a couple of bush rings. One's a slightly smaller diameter than the other. You've got a set of 3 constriction rings, so you've got sizes 1, 2 and 3. They do come in larger sizes, so if you find out down the track that you do need a larger size, be in contact, we can supply those as well. You have a cone that helps you to load the constriction rings onto the device itself, and you've got a water-based lubricant. That's crucial. You don't want any silicone or like Vaseline or oil-based lubricants. Stick to the water-based. That'll keep everything intact. Alright, so for general post-radical prostatectomy penile rehabilitation, this is how you use it. So you've got a bit of a thread on the pump head there, you've got a bit of a thread on the end of the cylinder there. If you insert one into the other and do a half twist, that'll twist into place. On the other end, to get a good seal, you'll use one of these bush rings. Doesn't matter which one you use, as long as the penis fits through, that's what we're looking for. So that'll insert onto the end like so. To get a better seal against the skin, you'll use a decent amount of the water-based lubricant. So pop that on the end there and on the inside there. That'll go straight over the penis, and you'll pull the testicles down and out of the way so that they don't get caught in there. Alright, so you pop that over the penis, you'll find a sweet spot on the pubic bone, and once you've found that sweet spot, that'll help you to get a better seal. Hold this button down. You'll hear the vacuum come into action. It'll start to draw the air out of the chamber, and it'll start to pull the blood into the penis. You'll start to see the penis become erect, and if you haven't used it before, you'll certainly get to a point where it might be a bit uncomfortable. That's where you stop. So you want to not be in pain. You might be a bit uncomfortable, but you don't want to push it to the point that you're in pain. If you need to release at any point, that red button on the top will release the air, or it'll allow air to go into the chamber, so it will release the erection. So for penile rehabilitation, you'll try and do this exercise routine for 10 or 15 minutes a day at kind of 5-minute intervals. So you'll pump up, leave it there for 5 minutes, release, allow a couple of minutes to rest, and then pump up again, and repeat that a couple of times. That will be enough to keep everything stretchy, reduce atrophy and fibrosis, and hopefully reduce further shrinkage of the penis. If, however, you want to use this device for erectile dysfunction, you want to be able to maintain an erection, that's where the constriction rings come into play. So if you take that bush ring off the end there, you pop that cone on the end here, you'll definitely find it easier if you use some of this water-based lubricant. So put a bit of the water-based lubricant on the top there, then you'll be able to stretch this over the base of the pump. So stretch your ring over onto the pump, take that cone out, replace your bush ring. Then you'll be able to pump up to the point where you've got an erection. Once you've got to that point, once you've got to the point of a full erection, or what you would see as a full erection, then you pop that ring onto the base of the penis. And as you'll see, it's actually constricting the penis at the base there. It will prevent the blood from flowing out of the penis. So you're going to have that erection maintained. You want to start with probably the larger size ring. If it's too big, then the erection won't stay. If it's too small, it'll be a bit painful. So do a bit of an experimentation with the size of ring. If you need larger ones, as I said, be in contact. You will need to get that ring off eventually, and in fact you don't want to leave it on for any longer than half an hour, so a bit of the water-based lubricant will help you to slide that right off. Alright, so in terms of the pump, the common troubleshooting issues that we find, number one is sometimes we find that the gentleman, whoever's using it, doesn't have enough water-based lubricant on the base of the pump there, so they don't get a very good seal against the skin. Number two is they might have too much pubic hair, so it's a good idea to shave or at least get rid of some of the pubic hair so you can get a better seal. Thirdly, we find that maybe they're not putting enough pressure on the pubic bone there, or they haven't found a sweet spot. Sometimes a sweet spot might be found standing up, might be sitting down, might be lying down. Do a bit of experimentation in that. Lastly, I should say, for penile rehabilitation, really fitting it in your daily routine is going to be the best outcome for you. So if you find that first thing in the morning is when you like to do it, or last thing before you go to bed, that's fine. I know blokes that do it sitting in front of the TV because they might live alone and that's the easiest way to do it. Just fit it in your routine somewhere and then you'll get the best results. Again, if you have any questions, be in contact with us, 1300 00 MHDU, or email admin@menshealthdownunder.com.au, or our website, which is menshealthdownunder.com.au. See you soon.